Well, I'm afraid that because of the huge demand, the Caring at Home book just mentioned in the programme has sold out. However, an extract from the book is available from Carers, BBC Education, London W12 7RJ. That's Carers, BBC Education, London W12 7RJ. And please send a stamped addressed envelope and 22p postage. The whole series of Who Cares is being shown on Sunday nights on BBC1 with CFAC subtitles, and programme 2, called Ask, 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 is at 10:50 next Sunday night. Next Tuesday's Sign Extra repeat will be shown at the much earlier time of 10 o'clock in the morning here on BBC2. Well, this Tuesday afternoon continues after the news and weather with another of our holiday outings, on this occasion to Ireland with Des Lynam. And then it's Glorious Goodwood from 2:10 with 4 races from this afternoon's card. By way of a tribute to Tommy Trinder, we're repeating his one-man show from the series The Old Boy Network at 4:25, and at 5:05, a film reflecting the eccentricities and the great tradition of the oldest national theatre in the world, the Comédie Française. Well, now it's time on 2 for the news with Jacqui Harper.
From the newsroom, the main stories at 2 o'clock. The chairman of National Westminster Bank, Lord Boardman, and 3 main board directors are resigning over the Blue Arrow affair. Last week, a government report severely criticised the bank's share-dealing subsidiary, County NatWest, for misleading the market. Lord Boardman will remain as chairman until September. The Prime Minister has completed her reshaping of the government with a shake-up in junior ministerial posts. There are 4 new ministers appointed from the backbenches, among them John Redwood, a former head of Mrs Thatcher's Downing Street Policy Unit. Peter Bottomley, the Roads Minister, has been moved sideways to the Northern Ireland office. 16 shop stewards at Tilbury Docks have been made redundant, and other striking workers at the port have been told they'll lose their jobs unless they sign new contracts of employment. The Transport Workers Union has called the move outrageous. The next news is at 3 o'clock. Now the weather with Phil Giles.
Thanks very much. Well, another very hot and humid day down in the south. Temperatures getting up once again to about 30 degrees or 86 degrees Fahrenheit. But a much fresher feel to the weather tomorrow, with the temperature dropping 4 or 5 degrees. A good deal of sunshine in the southeast and indeed in Shetland this afternoon. But we've got some rain in Ireland, western Scotland. That'll be pushing its way across Scotland, down into northern parts of England, down into Wales by the end of the afternoon, but probably coming in the form of showers. But as I say, a much fresher day for all of us tomorrow.
And now we take another of our holiday outings to Ireland in the company of Des Lynam.
I have a personal love of Dublin, boyhood memories blended to the present for me, but if you'll be making your first visit, you're in for an experience. Dublin has that indefinable quality, style. And there's no finer place to stay than the famous Shelbourne Hotel.
This is Dublin's famous Grafton Street, on a par with our Bond Street, I suppose. It's recently been made into a pedestrian precinct, sort of Irish pedestrian precinct. All the drivers are, in fact, pedestrians.
Dublin is fairly small by capital city standards. Investigated on foot is my advice. The natives are perfectly friendly. You won't feel a stranger for long. The River Liffey flows through the heart of the city, and its excellent harbour gives it the name. Dublin in the Irish. It means Black Pool.
Blackpool's fair city doesn't have a ring about it, though, does it? No, better to stick with the Gaelic, as they did. This commemorates the 1,000 years existence of the city of Dublin. Anna Livia, the spirit of the River Liffey, on which Dublin is built. The Dubliners, with their remarkable knack for self-effacement, have already dubbed her the floozy in the jacuzzi.
From Dublin, you'll be off to the legendary Ashford Castle, to County Mayo in the far west of Ireland. The origins of Ashford Castle go back to the early 13th century. It's built on the shores of Lough Corrib. If you're used to a hectic lifestyle, Dublin will ease you down a gear or two. In the west, sure, you'd almost be having to drop into neutral. Ashford Castle, renovated by the Guinness brewing family, is now one of the world's finest hotels. I have to tell you, you won't be the first VIP to have stayed here.
Over here on the left, down the corridor, is the presidential suite, where President Reagan stayed during his visit to Ireland in 1984.
I notice I haven't got that room. Why not?
I'm afraid you don't qualify for the same type of accommodation. Right over there, that's the Connaught room. That's our specialty French restaurant.
Yeah.
Our chef, who comes the whole way from France. He does all the cooking in there.
No chance of a beans on toast then, I suppose.
None at all, sir, I'm afraid.
Getting back to basics is easy enough, mind you. You won't need your Filofax to find the local hostelry. And the jukebox works by, well, putting a pint or two into it. Will you look at the Aegis on the drum? I think he has the drink taken. You'll also pay a visit to the Aran Islands, out off the west coast of Ireland. It was a first time for me, despite being born within 30 miles of them. There, on Inishmore, the largest island, you'll see Dun Angus, the most famous prehistoric fortification in Europe. The Aran culture and way of life is unique and has influenced many famous writers, Synge, Liam O'Flaherty, and in more recent times, Brendan Behan. Behan, the pub roisterer, sought some refuge here for a while from tenement life in Dublin and learnt Aran's language, the Gaelic.
They say there are 227 saints buried on this island, one for every 10 of the population currently living here. I doubt if even the Vatican City could beat that for a saint-to-soul ratio. Michael, tell me about all these saints.
Well, St. Dind is our patron saint, and St. Columkill was here, St. Finbar was here, St. Ronan was here, St. Kieran was here, and St. Columkill and the small church up here, St. Benin was here.
That's just a few of them.
That's only a few that we can name at the moment, yeah.
I'm intrigued most of all on this island by the walls. There are thousands of walls.
Well, they reckon there's over 7,000 miles of stone wall on the island, from here to San Francisco.
But they must have taken years to build, because they're not cemented in any way, or they're just laying on each other.
Well, that's right. They're built like lace, so when the wind blows, the wind goes through them.
So they knew what they were doing?
Oh, they did, yeah.
Once they're pointed in the general direction of the sea, these Aran Islanders know precisely what they're doing too. These boys will take this boat out in a Force 7 if they have to. The curragh, the centuries-old tool of trade of the Aran fishermen. While you're here, you can get your hand-knitted Aran sweater, which will last forever. And you can take a walk on the wild side of Europe, where the next parish west is Boston, Massachusetts. Meanwhile, back east at Ashford Castle, a change of mood.
Mellow, the moonlight to shine is beginning. Close by the window, young Eileen is spinning. Bent to the fire of my grandmother sitting.
If you get to the west of Ireland, enjoy especially the quality and cleanliness of the air, the outdoor life.
It's a nice soft day, thank God, as they say in Ireland. Raining. Does a bit. I'll tell you this, though. Forget about all your health farms and stuff. I haven't fished for years, but I know what they mean about the therapy. Good air, relaxing, no one to pester you, no traffic jams. And maybe, just maybe, a fish.
Have you fished much yourself, sir?
Not a lot. Are we going to get any luck today, or am I wasting my time here?
I'd say we get a couple of trout. It's a good day, it's raining and there's a nice breeze, so we know. I'd say we'd easily get a few trout after lunch.
Mind you, wasting the time is part of the exercise. Nice to waste a little time. I think the Irish philosophy is that time is for wasting.
Merrily, cheerily, noiselessly we ring. Spins the wheel, swings the wheel while the foot's stirring. Sprightly and lightly and merrily ringing. Sounds the sweet voice of the young maiden singing.
Ireland. It's a wonderful attitude adjuster.
For further information, write to Holiday Outings, BBC Television Centre, London W12 8QT, and please enclose a stamped addressed envelope. Our next holiday outing will be on Thursday when we join Kathy Taylor on a gorilla safari at 1:10. Also on Thursday, but in the evening here on 2, the travel show reports on the major resort of Ayia Napa in Cyprus, and the UK mini guide is of the coast around the Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland. That's at 8:30 on Thursday evening. The Wicked Lady will be moving into action on BBC1 in about 10 minutes. That's Margaret Lockwood, of course, who turns to a little highway robbery, murder, and James Mason when life at home gets boring. Here on 2, an afternoon full of excitement as we head for Glorious Goodwood.